everybody, welcome back to our channel.
My name is MULO and this here is Ntokozo and she's beautiful.
Thank you, babe. Guys, this is officially episode number 3 of our baby series. So please make sure that you subscribe to our channel because there's definitely more coming your way.
In the last episode, we spoke about the actual pregnancy in the 9 months, and the link to that video will be in the description. In this video, we want to talk about the actual arrival of the baby Seema. My little dude.
It's true. Listen to that. Alright, so what I wanted to talk about, right, was the preparation that goes into, getting ready for the baby's arrival. And there was a video that we posted on the channel where we recorded you putting together the pram because it was going to be essential for us to have a baby seat. So we bought like this 3-in-1 pram, which is very, very handy. And yeah, I think that was a great buy. We also put together the cot.
But to tell the honest truth, even I'll out myself and say that you really did help. You were a key member in assembling the cot, assembling the pram. You're a key essential worker in the putting together of those complicated contractions.
True. I just googled. That's it. Google, my friend. YouTube, basically.
So around month 8 of the pregnancy, we started doing different things to make sure that we're ready because we knew that the baby was coming at any minute now.
Yeah. So I had to make sure that the baby's bag was ready and my bag as well for when we're at the hospital. And you also had to put together your own bag. I don't know what was in your bag, but I'll take you guys through what I prepped for. So in baby's bag, listen, I had a lot of things. I had, there were diapers. I had about 3 outfit changes. I had like the balm cream. In my bag, guys, I even had it wasn't a lot, but like a few makeup essentials. Okay, I had like my eyeliner, I had like some lipstick.
Because it was someone's idea that she wants to give birth with a full face.
And what a lie, my darling. Oh, what a lie. There was no such thing. But in baby's bag, I think one of the greatest lessons I learned though was that you don't need that many things, guys. I'm not even going to lie. Firstly, for me personally, I had brought together 2 sets of pajamas, right? For if it's gonna be cold, I had like long pants and a long top, and then if it was gonna be hot, I brought in summer pajamas. But I also know because of breastfeeding purposes, you want something that's gonna make it easy. So like things with a button or maybe a stretchy material. Got to the hospital, they're like, no, because we don't know how sterile your clothes are. You have to be.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, you have to be, because kids are so susceptible to germs.
I didn't even know that's why. I was like, what happened to those sexy pajamas that you packed?
Exactly. What? There's no time to look cute there. So like, you're gonna be in this gown, although it's different for every hospital. But where I gave birth, they're like, no, we need to make sure that this space is as sterile as possible. So if you brought your pajamas from home, it's all good and well, but we want you in the hospital gowns. So
I'll tell you what I had in my preparation bag were 3 power banks fully charged to make sure that phones are always going to be charged. I had a Wi-Fi router, also had headphones because I knew from watching the antenatal classes that we took online, because I was Googling everything at the time, I was YouTubing everything, we were reading all sorts of books that said that this giving birth process is going to take a long time. It's not going to be like you're in and out of the hospital. So I was prepping to be in a chilled vibe, in a chill space for the whole time. So my bag contained things like headphones, my Wi-Fi router, a little fan, things, essentials, snacks, a Red Bull, because you don't want to fall asleep and miss everything.
How could I have forgotten about snacks? I had a lot of snacks, which again, I ended up not even eating. I came back literally having used 1/3 of what was in the bag. But what I would say to everyone is, whatever is key for you, take it. Better more than less. And then if anyone has to go home, then they can take everything back. Another thing that was important for me while prepping for everything, a very, very good friend of mine, Nomsa, Nomsa gave me this book, which is a day-to-day pregnancy guide. So you have an idea of what's going to happen literally every single day of your pregnancy. It differs for everybody, but that book was so helpful. So Nomsa, shout out to you, girl.
So I think in that we can take away that it's important to do as much research as possible while in the pregnancy stage. I mean, also just be careful of just overreacting to everything. Because we're reading this book, we're watching all these videos, we're getting this information overload. I think a week or two before the actual day of giving birth, there was a false alarm. Listen, I'm still in my December. I'm meeting some friends. Someone's at home. I'm meeting. I'm sorry.
Tired, bro.
I'm sorry,
That's
babe.
tired, right?
You didn't want to come that
No,
day.
I didn't.
Anyway, I went out with my friends. We had like a late lunch, and then I got a call to say, "Hey, listen, the baby is coming." I rushed home, only to go to the emergency room where it was a false alarm.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Those pains, they feel like real contractions. So you don't want to be a kakara here, boss okay, and kind of just brush it off as because you don't know. If you haven't been through the process, you don't even know whether or not these contractions are real. So because they felt real for me, I was like, listen, I don't know what's going on, but I can't sleep, I can't walk, I can't eat, I can't do anything. I'm in a lot of pain. I think baby's coming. We get to the hospital. It turns out that these aren't the real labor pains. It's normal. Everyone has them, but we're gonna keep track of them and then see whether or not the baby's gonna come. And luckily at that point, it was just a false alarm. So that was lesson learned number uno.
So we continue with our daily living. We go out for lunches together.
Yeah.
We go to church. And on the day before you gave birth, we even went to the beach.
Yeah, and here's the thing. So that day particularly, when you count a week ahead, that's when Sima was supposed to be born. So we had a week to kind of get into the swing of things. Like, okay, from now on, we need to be ready that Sima's gonna come at any point. So they predicted that Sima's gonna be born, I think around Valentine's Day, and then soon after, babes, that was 2 weeks after Sima was born. So just be wary of all of that. With us, after going to church, I remember that day was very, very hot, and I was like, can we just go to the beach, because the air is cooler, like the breeze is cooler there, so let's go chill, hang out, and yeah, like let's just make it an easy going day.
And wow, we had such a great day on the beach that day. I think even the lunch was pretty nice, but at some point during lunch you were like, actually I don't feel so well.
Yeah, so here I am, I'm getting these pains again. Familiar, but still like, I'm not quite sure what's going on. Because you get pains throughout the pregnancy. So you never really know if these are just like abdominal pains or what. So, as these pains are hitting me, right? I'm like, Ishkana, the last time I thought these were real contractions. I'm not in the mood to go to the hospital again, and sit through that whole entire process only to be sent back home. So I'm just gonna chill these ones out. This was probably like around 4 p.m. We drive, we go to Pick n Pay to get more snacks and more food because somebody was like gimbering the whole time. So we go get stuff, and I'm telling Molo, like, listen, you go in, I'm just gonna sit in the car because yes, as these pains are like a little bit more hectic than when we left the beach. You go in, we drive back home. Now, okay, a couple of hours pass, babe. These pains are a lot. Mola's like, what are you doing? Doing gymnastics, there, baby girl. What's going on?
The breathing is starting to be funny. I'm starting to get worried. Like, okay, this kind of looks like what happened about 2 weeks ago, and we were ready to dismiss it as a false alarm, but it just got more serious.
It did. So I call Mola's mom, and I'm like, okay, please come through. I don't know. I just need like another woman right now because my moods were like a lot. I couldn't even handle being around. And we were trying to help, and I was like, I don't know, like something's wrong, but I don't know what's wrong. So what I did was I went onto YouTube, and then I watched a video about contractions. So how can you tell if these are real contractions? So I know that it's got to do with timing them. So depending on how much time is in between the two contractions, they can kind of give you an idea of whether or not you need to go to the hospital. I do that. Turns out these contractions are very, very close to each other. Started out at like 2 minutes, and then after that they were like a couple of seconds in between, and now I'm feeling it. It's like about 3 a.m. 3 a.m. in the morning.
On the Monday morning now.
Yeah, I'm like, No, listen, no, it's a lot. I slept it through for a couple of hours, but now it's getting more intense now. Mulo's mom is here, bags already packed. We're like, guns, let's go. Let's go to the hospital. The baby might be coming today.
Yo, so when we get to the